So let's talk about everything I know about love.
Let's.
I propose a toast.
Oh, Max, in your will, can I have your fake Prada sunglasses?
Now, to the first Friday night in our first London house.
And to many more Friday nights.
Look at all those Friday nights piled up just for us.
I mean, how are we going to get through them all?
Okay, I really do think that we should leave by 8.
Oh, Birdie, you need to relax. You are so rushed off your feet.
I've told you before, I don't like it. I don't like it.
So originally it was a book written by Dolly Alderton. Have you read this book?
Olga, you know I can't read. But I love the cover. The cover's iconic. The listeners, this is a bad format to describe it in, but it's like that book where it looks like stuff scrawled out on the front cover.
It's a delicious serif font.
Oh, yeah. A lovely pinky creamy... Is it cream? No. Pink?
Is it yellow? It's a yellow book.
It's a yellow book. I've never read it. I'm thinking of a different book. But it is, I remember that the book made like a huge splash when it came out, and I have it sort of imprinted, the font, everything I know about. Can't remember what the words are crossed out on the front, so I shouldn't have referenced it. But like, love is the pervading word, the word that wins out. And probably what's going to win out in this show. I have not read the book. I want to know what you think of the book.
So I love the book. I read the book. The book is a little bit, I hope, as we already said, the podcast contains spoilers, so I'm going to spoil the book for those who haven't read it. But it's a bit of a misdirect where you're opening this book that says everything I know about love, and it has so much to do with dating that you're like, is this about romantic love? And at the end, sort of the twist is that what you're really learning about is platonic love with your best friend.
This is my best friend, Maggie. She's literally amazing. We've known each other since school. The other two are great. We love them. This girl is my childhood sweetheart. Do you ever have it where, like, you want to invent a new version of marriage? It's just for two people who promise to love each other forever. They don't have sex or anything. They just hang out loads.
Yes, but there's still like a formal commitment. I totally agree. Like, shouldn't there be a word for it? Friendship?
Oh,
Which is very heartwarming. And I think a very good lesson, because especially when you're in your early 20s, when you're having your first relationships, it's so easy to just dive into them completely. And then disregard like your family and your friends or your professional life, because like the sort of the romantic relationship gives you purpose. So it's a very early 20s lesson to learn, to be like, don't forget your friends. They're the real deal.
And I think most of your friendships haven't really been tested. Yeah. I mean, if you have like an old friend from school like Maggie and Birdie have, then like maybe you go to different universities, which they didn't in this, but like you're still going home every holiday, you're still seeing them. And if you have friends at uni, you get to live in like a toy town where you go out and get drunk and hang out all the time. And then when you hit your early 20s, you're like, we have to get jobs. We have to work. We're going to be like dating people who live like in South London. Like there's going to be stuff that rips you apart.
One of you is like inevitably going to get red pilled, and you're going to have to collectively go through that together.
Yeah, I think the early 20s is the first real test of like, are you guys like not even compatible, but are your lives compatible? Is what you want compatible? And it's not just enough to like people and think they're fun to like puff pass with, or to have like a shared childhood history. It's like, how much are we going to make this work?
And I think up until your early 20s, there is a united path that everyone is on, more or less. Whereas in your 20s, you decide what your goals are. And then there's so much like early 20s arrogance, and it's like, your goals suck, my goals are good. And it's like, are you going to have that mutual respect for each other with whatever you decide to do in your life?
What were your early 20s goals?
Oh my God, what were my early 20s goals? That's such a good question. Become big on Vine.